So, Ryman sent me this video to do a video response to, part 1 and 2, and, yeah, it's about street harassment, and the reason why I'm talking like this is I'm trying to think of a way to prepare you guys for the journey we are about to embark on. Let's do this.
Hey guys, welcome to the Cat's Meow. Today's episode is actually geared towards you guys. Yeah, you guys.
Come over here. I want to talk to you. Where are you from?
April is actually Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
I mean, how many different type of awareness months are there? Like, is April, I mean, like, bloody hell, like, so many different months dedicated to awareness. Like October. October is like Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but isn't the very idea of even having an awareness month like spreading awareness itself? No, you stupid idiot. The whole point of Breast Cancer Awareness Month is to get more women to go get MRIs to check out their breasts and to make sure that they don't have breast cancer. It's not to spread awareness of the actual ailment, you dumbass. Well, excuse me, fucking jackass. I don't know everything. Let's get back to the video.
What's going on?
No, talk to me.
Oh wow.
Can I get your number?
Okay, so April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and sometimes you know what leads to sexual assault? Maybe something like street harassment.
Girl, you got a nice ass. What's so bad about that?
You got nice lips.
Okay. Yes, street harassment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bullshit you. That last one would make me feel a little uncomfortable. If a gay guy did it.
Exactly.
I like them feisty though, so it's all good.
So you may be thinking, God, what's street harassment? What's the big deal? Street harassment can range from anything from whistling, honking, kisses, and just commenting on someone's being, such as, you know,
Hey, let me see that smile.
or,
You got very pretty eyes.
or,
Hey, beautiful.
Wow. That was so misogynistic. I'm gonna put that right next to my list on God made girls wear pretty skirts, because that was just misogyny. That's just textbook definition of misogyny right there.
And what I'm gathering from guys when the topic of street harassment comes up is that you don't see it as a problem.
Yeah, you are very perceptive. I don't. If someone was complimenting me every single day, don't think I'd have much of a problem with that.
I'm telling you right now, it's a big problem. No bueno. It makes a very simple task like walking down your block or making a video a very tedious and very nerve-wracking experience.
Yeah, but it isn't the worst thing ever. It's not even all that much of an issue. I mean, you said it's tedious, you know. It might make you, I don't even understand how you'd be nervous, but I guess you'll go into detail a little more in your video. So, continue.
Come on, why are you playing so hard to get? I just want to give you a hug.
Street harassment has become, unfortunately, such a norm for men and for women too. You should never feel dehumanized ever, and you should never feel free to make anyone else feel less of a human.
I see. I don't think you were listening to yourself when you said that. I also don't think you live in America if you think you can tell somebody that they shouldn't feel free to do anything, because, let me tell you something, you should never tell an American that they're not free, even though they're not actually free. Continue though.
So how do we go about ending street harassment?
Okay, here is the only solution that I can see working, okay? Every male child that gets born from this point now, okay, what we do is that when they're, you know, probably around 9, we get them to the doctor's office, and we just pump them with a whole bunch of estrogen, right? You know, just dilute all of that testosterone inside of them. And then we give them routine estrogen shots as they grow older. So that way they become closer to being women and farther away from being men. I mean, That's the only way I see you ending street harassment. That's the only logical solution to ending street harassment ever. At least from what I've seen, that's just the only way it's gonna work.
I guess the first step is men acknowledging that street harassment is dangerous, it hurts us, and that it actually exists.
It's dangerous. It's Hey, beautiful. Oh my gosh, no! No, the horror! The horror! I'm beautiful, good God! It's dangerous? Now let me explain why I am so harshly criticizing what she just said. If she opened up this video by talking about sexual assault, like women getting their butts or their breasts grabbed or squeezed or anything like that, and she made a case as that happened every single day to her or her friend, then I'd probably be on board with her. She opened up this video showing us examples of catcalling, which was some of the most benign shit. So, again, the reason why I just criticized what she said so harshly was because of the examples she provided. Okay? I just want you guys to know that I'm not just making fun of her just because. I'm making fun of her because of what she showed us. So,
that's where we women come into play. We have to share our experiences and actually talk back.
ladies, you have two solutions. You can either, one, nod your head and say thank you and keep walking, or you can, two, completely ignore it. That's it. You win.
Now this can be pretty daunting and really scary at first because we're not used to it. I'll add a link down below with some helpful hints as to how to go about this. Talking back doesn't necessarily mean that you have to speak up at that very moment. If you don't feel safe, there are other ways to go about it. So you can report it.
What?
I feel so stupid saying report it.
Well, speak honestly.
For those guys out there who still don't understand the gravity and the danger of the situation, street harassment isn't just hissing, and it's not just telling us that we're beautiful and these so-called compliments. Sometimes they lead to really dangerous things. I know I was less than 16.
So that means you were either 15, 14, 12, 11, 9, less than 16. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna start referring to my age like that. I am less than or equal to 19 years old. I'm sorry, that one was way too easy for me. Continue.
It was dead winter. Don't ask me what were you wearing, because I was wearing just a North Face and I was on the subway, and next thing I know, there was a guy who was masturbating and just staring at me.
Yeah. Lady. Do not make this thing a gendered issue. Because let me tell you, if a gay man was masturbating to me as I sat on a public transit, I'd be uncomfortable too. That's not street harassment. That's just some unsettling shit. That would just be unsettling for everybody in that situation. Man, I don't think any man would be any more comfortable. He's not gonna be like, oh, well, you're masturbating? Good job, man. Nice stroke that you got there. Hit it up with the twisting motion. I got some lotion. You want some Nobody would be comfortable in a situation like that.
I wish I could, like, look into the camera and say, like, yeah, I took a picture and I screamed in his face and I was all like, what the hell are you doing? No. I was so terrified. I legit froze and couldn't move. I thought if I moved, he might grab me, he might assault me, and I don't know.
And this is where that whole martial arts thing I've been talking about for the past couple of months will become very helpful. Learn some martial arts. I mean, it'll make you feel better, at least, and I think martial arts is a fantastic form of exercise and, you know, mental exercise as well. I think you should learn martial arts, just saying.
There was a female who finally got on the train, and she saw what was happening and did nothing. And that was the worst feeling, to know that there was someone else who could have said something, spoken up on my behalf, and they did nothing.
I like that. I like that story. Because you, my friend, have just learned exactly what it feels like to be a man. Nobody is going to come to defend you or protect you from social situations when you're a guy. Most people, just keep walking. They won't care. They'll let you deal with your own problems. So it looks like feminism has been making us a little more equal. Or maybe it's, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just keep going.
Anyways, I ran off of the train finally, and being the 14, 15-year-old, really innocent girl that I was, I ran to the police and I told them what happened, and instead of helping me, they started flirting with me.
Two things. One, I have to ask, seriously, what exactly did you want the police to do? I mean, the train left. It's gone now. Unless you gave them a description, you really think they're going to waste resources hunting down the train to arrest a man for masturbating? No, I don't, no, they wouldn't do that. So I don't really know what you expected them to do. They probably didn't take it all too seriously since you weren't harmed. So, I mean, again, corruption is in all facets of society, including the police force. And some police are lazy. Not all, but some are, and I don't expect them to have taken you very seriously. Second thing, are you sure they were flirting with you? I mean, let me give you an example. I remember one time, there's this girl I was sitting next to, and I asked her if she wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, right? I just said, do you want to go to Chick-fil-A? And I met with me and my friend, and she said, I have to go to my advisor. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine, go away. A couple of weeks later, I find out my friend, she told my friend that I had asked her out on a date to Chick-fil-A, even though I was just asking her if she just wanted to walk with me and my buddy up there. The reason why I tell that story is because what those cops did, in your interpretation, could be two completely different things, even though I have 4 fingers up. Two completely different things. You know, Newton's third law of emotion. For every male action, there's a female overreaction. Let's keep going.
And asking me, where am I going? Why do you look so nice? So, unfortunately, I can't look into the camera and say, go talk to the police, report it. I can't, because that didn't work for me. And I felt just as unsafe when talking to the police officer as I did while that man was masturbating.
Learn martial arts.
If you don't feel safe enough to speak up, then use the tools that we have. For me, I feel safe when I go on the internet. And maybe some of you guys think that's really stupid, but I've met some guys that, because they go on the internet and they see how rampant this is and how many of us bloggers are talking about it and sharing our feelings, some feelings that we may not feel comfortable talking face to face, then they realize, whoa, I never knew this was a problem, which is my other tip. We need male allies.
I hate that word so much. Are they feminists or are they allies?
Please stand up for us and stand up for, I don't know, your own dignity, because I shouldn't feel embarrassed to speak up. You should feel embarrassed for humiliating yourself and degrading yourself. So if you're a male ally, please, among your friends, if you realize how uncomfortable this is making us, how unsafe we feel, tell your fellow friends, that's not cool. That's not what we do.
Whoa, wait. The amount I know, I've heard women say this several times, but it never gets old. It never gets old when I hear feminists say this. Did you just say that men need to speak up against other men for street harassing? You don't really sound like a strong, independent woman to me, needing my help to go speak to some big bad guys. Now, I mean, what happened to that whole strong, empowered woman thing that you guys got going on there? I mean, look, listen, lady, let me tell you something. If you want me to speak up and protect you, if you want me to be a man, you need to be a woman, okay? And I'm going to extrapolate on that in future videos. So continue. Yeah, I've already discussed male allyship and how much I despise it.
And teach them what street harassment is. And I really hate saying this because we should never just acknowledge things because, oh, what if it was your sister? What if it was your mom? Unfortunately, sometimes that's the only way it gets through your heads. But what if it was your sister? What if it was your mom? Don't
I would tell them the same thing I'm telling you. Ignore it. Now, if that nigga was to put his hands on you, I'm going to jail. Otherwise, ignore it and keep walking.
Be a hypocrite? Well, guess what? We're the other half of the population. We're just another human being. That should be enough for you to just respect us alone.
Lesson number 1 about being equal to men. You have to earn respect. You don't just get it because you are. Sorry.
If you're a man and you're watching this and you're scratching your head and you're like, what's a male ally?
Yeah, I've already discussed male allyship and how much I despise it.
And why do I need to be one? Check out Men Can Stop Rape. Not only does this organization hold workshops where they teach men how to redefine masculinity, they put out this amazing ad campaign called Take a Stand. Props to these organizations and other organizations like them, such as Meet Us on the Street, Holler Back, Stop Street Harassment. If all else fails, just resort to, doing something really grotesque.
What's up, baby? Talk to me. I just want to ask, yo, can we ask you a question, baby? That's
Alright, girl, stay right here. Good ass.
Trust me, it works. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you're a guy and you like this, if you have something to say, comment below, like it. If you know a guy who needs this video, please share it with them. Share this video with those individuals that need to see this. And no, not in this house. Bye, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, for all of the mocking that I did, I actually like this girl a lot. I mean, she's not stupid. Maybe a little foolish, but I don't know. She doesn't seem stupid to me. I've seen some of her other videos. I like her. I do. Hopefully I can get her away from that whole feminist thing because it's not gonna help her out too much in life. But, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kinda fond of her. Like her a little bit. So, yeah, that's the end of her video and subsequently the end of mine. She has a part 2, which I will do a video response to in the future. So, yeah. That being said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, man, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below, and as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.